Hello, everybody. It is MarketSquare Gaming back at it. We had an initial plan for today. We were going to get a big group of us together for War Riders again, but the War Riders servers are acting a little funky today. Hearing sporadic ups and downs and not being able to actually connect in. So, we decided we were just going to do some good old Lost Relics, since there's so much work to be done still before the Christmas event. What are you guys prepping and planning for that thing? I keep doing my usual switching between skill grinding and level grinds for the combat level, because I am not going to be focused on any nodes during the Christmas event. I don't know about you guys, but I don't see a point in it. Or Thor, what up? How's it going? We're going to have a kind of short session today, because I have anniversary dinner with the wife. So, that's okay, because if we had actually gotten the whole crew together in War Riders, I would have definitely wanted to stay. Though we were playing some the other day, and we got some BZN. We were able to snipe up 2 deposits. And we also had a very fun time with our first checkout of Hash Rush, which was yesterday. I will definitely be doing that one again. I'm getting to know it a little bit more, finding more about their future plans, getting the lowdown on everything. So we will be doing that next week. We will be doing the War Riders big group bonanza there, where we're going to try to get at least 30, 40 people rolling deep on our squad, which is always awesome because, you know, you look at the screen and there's technically like $150,000 in NFTs just jamming out, battling. We got here, DJ is grinding skills for now, currently halfway through to 15, woodcut and scavenging. Nice. Are you only going with those ones, or were you also doing mining? We got Algos up in the house. As always, 30K till 30 scav. Nice, dude. You are set and ready to rock for the event next month. If only we had a Thanksgiving event. We'd have like the turkey trot. You had to go like catch a turkey that's running around. Orthor, it's going well. Trying to get my level 9 gathering and woodcutting to 10. I know all about that grind. I have not been able to play as much as I would have liked, but that's all right. Rod, what is up, brother? How you doing? Ortho, have you tried Age of Empires 4 that just came out recently? I haven't, actually. I was actually pretty excited about that one coming out, and then I kind of started doing this whole thing with blockchain. So I haven't done a ton of I don't think actually I've done like any non-blockchain games. Like twice, I think, that I've played non-blockchain games in probably the last 3 months. But Age of Empires was awesome, and I was really pumped about the 4th release of it. Have you played it? Do you like it? Let's try it out today. Yeah, is it good, though? Does it feel the same way? It's been a while since one of those came out, right? It's like Age of Empires is old school. And then how was the graphics change to it? It looked like it was going to translate really well and be pretty cool. Reminded me of when Red Alert jumped to what was it? Generals, I think was the one where it went full 3D essentially, which I thought was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I got that pack a while ago where I got every single Command and Conquer game ever and all the expansions for like $20. It's like, scoop. I'm definitely hopping on board with that bad boy. Like, let's go. What do we got here? Rod. Played 20 games of Gods Unchained today from the weekly 60 to get some sweet Gods tokens. Nice. Yeah, I've actually started looking into that one, and we will definitely be streaming that at some point. I'm thinking next week is going to be, we'll be doing our first, we'll be introducing a few new kind of cool things. The starting soon menu or screen is going to be entirely different. I've added some motion graphics and stuff like that. We're going to have music starting up finally. We got all those ready to rock and go. But we'll also be doing, like I said, we'll be streaming Hash Rush one of the days. We'll be streaming our first Lost Relics regular scheduled day. We'll be starting next week. I'll have information on that after the Wednesday stream. And then, what else are we doing? We're going to, hopefully, if the servers aren't down like today, they were acting a little funky, we'll have that big War Riders one. And then it will either be Gods Unchained or Axie Infinity. But I'm still trying to make some moves with the Axie learning and research on that one. But yeah, Hash Rush has been the one that I've been researching the most after that because I'm a big fan of what they're doing. You know, the RTS life. Ortho didn't like the third. They made this one closer. Yeah, that's actually what I remember looking. I never played the third one. I played the first two a lot, and then kind of dropped off. And none of all the group that I was essentially playing Age of Empires with, none of us really got number 3. I forget what we ended up switching over to. But, yeah, I definitely remember hearing about the 4th one coming out, which was awesome, because I'm all about that. Now we just need to get another Red Alert game getting dropped on us. Or even a Command and Conquer. We'll go fight Nod. Since even though we defeat them almost every single time, they always come back. They're like Cobra. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed all the old Dynasty RTSs, you know. Warcraft 3, StarCraft. I don't think, yeah, StarCraft 2 wasn't out yet. We had to wait, like, what, 60 years for StarCraft 2 to come out if you were a StarCraft 1 fan? That was it, though. It was only like 60 years. But, you know, they clearly did something right with that one, at least, because that thing still has massive payout esports tournaments. And, yeah, it still has just a massive following, which, you know, is awesome. Because I'll still pick that game up occasionally every now and then and jam out on that one. But, yeah, Gods Unchained, I got the list of ones that I was looking at. If anyone, again, ever has any suggestions, please let me know what you're playing. If it's a blockchain game, we can scope it out and look at it. There's a couple that got suggested the other day that I am most definitely looking into that looked really fun. One of them, the Minds of, what is Ortho? I'm pretty sure you were the one that told me it. I don't have the list up right in front of me. It's Minds of Dalarnia. Which just looked really cool. And we can hook up and you can show us all the basics, all the ins and outs that you've learned while you've been playing it. If I remember you saying you've gotten to the point where you need to go to other people's minds. But yeah, has anyone ended up picking up Hash Rush and checking that one out? What'd you think? Oh, Alco. I feel so dirty. Oh, it's not the worst though when you go to buy. Oh, nice. So yeah, I'm definitely looking at popping that one up into the stream one of these days because I was very interested in it, and I definitely enjoyed the just the whole aesthetic of it, kind of the retro kind of look to it. Looked pretty cool. But I definitely still have to do some tests because the last time we did a browser game, we ran into some horrendous lag from the stream. But we also had multiple groups up with Discord. We had multiple feeds up through Discord. I think if I just did it myself, there wouldn't be an issue. But that's definitely one that's on the radar that I will be definitely testing out and seeing what we can make of it. Yeah, it looks great. But yeah, anyone end up checking out Hash Rush? If so, what'd you think? I know I had a blast doing it, and I really enjoyed their marketplace mechanic. It was very easy to use. The only issue is that right now, I haven't checked today, but as of yesterday, everyone was kind of holding on to their resources that they had gathered already. So you never have any idea what the actual realistic price is. Like one person had something up for like 500,000 gold. And it's like maybe that's worth that, but I have no idea because they're only that. And then they were selling a toad or something like that for 5,000. And it's like, I don't know if that's good rates or bad rates because those were literally the only two things being sold. So hopefully there will be some more people selling some items on the marketplace, but it was extremely easy to set up and do. I'm still looking at how to convert their currency back into usable cryptocurrency. But these answers will come. We will figure this out. And we will make some money and some crypto in RTS. Because who doesn't want to do that? Daz, what's up, my brother? The vibes are good today. You know, we're going to, like I said, we're going to have a little bit of a shorter one today because I've got the 4-year anniversary with the wife today. But so we're gonna go have a nice little dinner. Go get some drinks. Do our thing. Maybe watch a movie. We made the mistake of we rented the new Bond movie and just rented it a little bit too late. My wife is a baker, as many of you know, so she wakes up very early. And so we ended up turning it off, and we didn't realize that it was only a 24-hour rental for $20. It's like you should at least give me 48 hours. Like, come on now. Oh yeah, man. The alpha. Did you tune in the other day where we did because Hash Rush was like Command and Conquer, but it was blockchain. But yeah, I technically am allowed to do non-blockchain games every now and then. So I would definitely be hopping up on that new Age of Empires. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I wanted it. I almost got a Lambo for War Riders, but someone bought it. It was so cheap, and it had great stats, but I missed it. I missed it by that much. It's okay though. I'll get a Lambo one of these days. Whether it just be the pet in Lost Relics. But yeah. It was pretty fun. I mean, it's a blockchain game version of it, and it's very early, so it can still be a little rough around the edges at points with it, but I still had a blast with it. It's just kind of, you got to jump through a couple hoops trying to find the actual download file. Because they say you can just grab it from the website, but I could not find it on the website, and neither could a bunch of people. So yeah, we were, but we did find it. Just had to go to Discord and ask, and that's where you were able to get it. Let me know when a nice FT is ready for the, oh yeah, right? Gotta get it. Why, thank you, Lightstone. I will definitely be one of these days. The Lambo will be in our live. Red Notice on Netflix is good. Ooh, maybe we'll check that one out tonight, actually. We're always looking for new ones. I feel like the only show that we've actually been watching has been Impeachment. Because we started, what is it, American Horror Story again, but it just got so weird. It gets so weird so quick on that show. And sometimes I can do it. Sometimes I can handle it. Sometimes I cannot. And that was definitely, oh, did you see those gain numbers? That was garbage. Was that like one node? One node? Come on now, RNG. Why you gotta do me like that? Ocean, what is up? Yeah. Yep, you gotta stay up to date with it. Luckily, it was they had just released a new one when I downloaded the update for it, and everything worked swimmingly. Other than, not really knowing what I was doing entirely. But the next time we stream it, I will know all of it. I will have all the answers. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. And there's so many good ones out there right now, actually, that are starting to pop up and gaining in popularity. Gods Unchained is definitely going to be one that we're going to be doing. The animations and stuff in it are very cool, in my opinion. And we have a bunch of, there's quite a bit of the Lost Relics community, actually, I've found plays Gods Unchained. And who doesn't like some CCG action, I got a long history with playing in Magic the Gathering games and some tournaments, and at a couple conventions. The glorious days of Magic. Yes. Oh my gosh. The dudes where they just twist around like in a circle for no reason. Or just wander off. Like, where are you going? Like, who told you to go over there? Why would you go over there? It's just like, yeah. There's definitely potential. But yeah, like I said, it's still a little rough around the edges. The AI is not very smart with being very active. I think the biggest thing that I was finding a little irritating was the enemies, or like my guys not attacking the enemies if you like posted them up. Some of them would, but other ones would just stand there and let the enemies walk literally right next to them. Just don't mind him. He's okay. I checked him out. Like, no, he's coming to destroy the base, and you were just watching him do it. You're fired. There were definitely a couple times when I was playing a game or two off stream, and I just decided to be like, if you want to pull that, I'm sending you alone into the enemy base, and that's your punishment. You get to die. Like, bye-bye. Oh, did I miss one? I did. Where you at? Yeah, I've been currently in this game doing the 1-to-2 ratio is the way that I've been going about it. So I do 1 skill level up, and then I do 2 combat level ups. Because I want the precious 5th relic. There's so much bang for my buck over there. Yeah, I definitely think it will take a little bit more time, Ocean, but I'm definitely going to be there for the journey of that game, because I'm all about that life. And I really like the aesthetic of it. Like the way it looks. But I may have to give myself a little present and get that new Age of Empires, because I am down for a blast from the past with that game. That game was a jam. Yeah, the sacrificial lamb. That's what you get. You're out of the band, bro. Okay, we're kicking you out. We took a vote. You gots to go. Come on, nodes. We gotta be so mean. Yeah, really did like that one. Oh my gosh. CJ. So over here, you want a 5th relic? I want 1. That's it. Yeah, dude, Warcraft 3 was my jam. I don't know about you. I picked up that Warcraft 3 Reforged, and I'm definitely still looking at some War Rider assets, depending on the price. The only one that I really want is, yeah, I want an opportunity to get a Lambo that's not hyper expensive. But we will see with that one, because I've got pretty good weapons and stuff on mine. Mine are all ranked, 9 with like 8 stability for the most part. Other than what I've got some Brownings that are, because Brownings only go to rank 4 if I remember correctly. So yeah, I always on the lookout for some sweet new stuff for War Riders, because I just started to like that game more and more the more that I get to play with friends. When you're rolling solo, it is a real wasteland. Why is that deleting your thing? Ortho said, right. DJ, same here. At least until I get the walnuts when Cliff has time. But even then, I still need to grind my levels before using it. You didn't even post a link. Why would it tell you to not post links? Apparently, Streamlabs thinks you're a little sus, Orthor. No reason for actually getting that message removed. Oh yeah, no, I grabbed up that thing. It wasn't as terrible, but I feel like as people made it out to be, but it was less than stellar, I guess is what I would say. They also changed a few of the missions, which I thought was very weird, because we're here for the old Warcraft, just with a facelift. You don't need to do any of that. Just up the graphics and shut up and release the game. No one cares what else you're doing. That's what we came here for. That was also the first time I think Blizzard has ever released refunds. 'Cause I don't think they've ever done that with any of their games. Just like it's not going well if Blizzard is giving money back to people. Like they don't want anything to do with that situation 9 out of 10 times, regardless of what goes on. The one that I was actually laughing about, do you remember hearing about was it StarCraft Ghosts? And then it was like a first-person shooter. And then I didn't hear anything about it. I remember seeing clips and stuff about it. I am not looking for a specific drop. I am just grinding away with skills. Yeah, Blizzard Entertainment. Oh, did they have to do that with Diablo 2 as well? They are just dropping the ball. I didn't mind. I didn't get a ton of playtime with the Diablo 2. What is that? Resurrection? Reforged? I forget. They always try to give it some new rinkety-dink name. And it's like, just call it remastered. No one cares about your extra flair for no reason. Yeah, it never got finished. That one looked pretty cool. Particularly knowing where Blizzard went with Overwatch and the first-person shooter genre. It was like, clearly they aren't bad at it. I mean, I got a little burnout with Overwatch personally, but I was an extraordinarily annoying and effective Mei. Just being able to solo hold points when they're like the escort vehicle missions. It's like just for 40 seconds straight, just dodging and ice walling and freezing and healing. I'm sure there were quite a few people that did not enjoy me on the other team. Big problems with the servers. Yeah, I got up to, what? I think it was almost up to Mephisto. In Act 3. And then Lost Relics came back online. And it was just like, okay, bye-bye. Back to blockchain Diablo. Yeah. They really should, but it is also Blizzard, so they're like, money, money, money. Let's go. It also doesn't help that they have definitely fallen from their grace in recent years, particularly after the Activision purchase. As Activision is kind of not good for a lot of gaming companies from back in the day, in my opinion. They had their time in the sun. They're still dominating with Call of Duty and everything, but... Or maybe it was EA, or... I forget who ended up actually scooping up Blizzard. But then I heard that... I was all excited, too, because I heard they brought back all the lead senior staff members from Diablo 2 to make Diablo 4, and then they had their, you know, little snafu with all the office politics and all that crap. And then I heard that all of the old staffers quit. But I never actually did more than a glancing at that article, so I have no idea. Ugh. I'm so sorry to everyone waiting. I wish there's like something more I could do, but I do know that something that definitely helped with one of you guys went into Discord and started asking about it. And normally I don't get unprompted requests. Like I'll have to ask, you know, what's going on? Can I give an update so I can know what I'm telling some people? And that's usually the only time that I'll get one. And I know that whoever did that in the Discord, I got an update on, like, it's like, it's very soon, very soon. That was a couple days ago. But I know that, I think, lit a new little fire under the urgency of it, because it's been a little while, and I don't really know what to do. Blizzard is part of the Vivendi Universal. I thought they got bought by, or maybe it was BattleNet that got bought, because isn't Call of Duty... I forget. There's now like games that Blizzard doesn't make. I swear it was Call of Duty is on BattleNet now. Which BattleNet was the undeniable champ back in the day for servers. Clearly, though, Cliff made the right decision for switching server hosts a little while ago when that server, when we had that week of downtime after the big update. After the skills update. Yeah, now we just wait and pray. I think my favorite was that announcement at BlizzCon when they were like, we have a big Diablo announcement. And everyone was like, oh my god, Diablo 4, it's happening. And then they were like, Diablo 3 is coming to mobile. And it's just like, they were getting booed on stage. They were just like, don't you guys have cell phones? Everybody has cell phones. Like, that doesn't matter. You've missed the point, sir. Yeah, Activision. So it must be Activision that partnered with them or something? Because someone... Yeah, someone's on BattleNet that's not a Blizzard game, technically. And I think they're the only ones on BattleNet other than Blizzard games. I don't know. I'm not fully up to date on that one. And oh, man, how much longer we got? Yes, we're almost there to level 13, and then it's combat and legendary time. I miss the legendary items so much. So much. I just want to use them again. Though I had to switch back to the Christmas Knight. My first love skin. Though I do really like the, I always forget the name of it, the Halloween event one. I like his coat going when you run. I like it. Yeah, like Ocean, that, and from what I heard about it, it was not even Blizzard that made it. It was like ported to a sub company from China. It was just like, come on, y'all. Like, what are you doing? You're letting the dynasty fall. I guess it's already fell at this point. It's like mobile has its place, but I don't have a huge interest in doing mobile games personally. Not that there's anything wrong with them. They just don't really do it for me. It's like sit here and, what was the old one that I used to play while I was bored at work all the time? Clash of Clans on my phone. Like literally though. That's like, surely you're joking. And you pushed back after everyone booed you. Like, not a smart move in my opinion. Not a smart move at all. I would have just promptly moved on to the next thing. Like, no, you guys don't like that? Okay. Like, let's just go. No. Cut the rest of this presentation. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's find something they want before this crowd turns and eats us. Because, yeah, the Blizzard fans and Diablo fans are slightly ravenous. And understandably so. We have a long history of great games. I'll be interested, though, there's, what is it? Epic Games is getting into blockchain and NFT-based gaming, and that's pretty cool. It'd be interesting to see what they come up with. I haven't actually done a ton of research looking into, you know, what blockchains they were actually be using. Are they making their own blockchain? Are they just going to do like everyone else, do a layer 2 solution, and we all get to Yahoo deal with gas? Maybe we'll be seeing more growth in the wax department, because that seems to be a growing favorite among the gamer community in blockchain, which I've definitely enjoyed wax myself. You know, we've got Million on Mars coming out this month. Definitely going to be checking that one out and doing some streams with that. Still trying to set up a interview with the creator of Million on Mars. But I really like the core concept of that one, where everyone's got to kind of work together, and you can't have someone come in and wail. Is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke? Like, what the hell? Oh, I forgot I get that 10% speed boost now. Look at that. Moving on up in the world over here, huh? Yeah, I've definitely, me and Don actually were doing some war riding the other day, which is fun. And again, anyone who hasn't gotten it, you are more than welcome to join up anytime that we do it. We'll give you the MarketSquare logo so people know that you're either on the enemy team or on their team, since there are no actual defined teams in War Riders. And luckily, people are starting to recognize the logo on our vehicles, so they don't just immediately run out the gate and kill everybody, or us. Spit your coffee. Like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? Yeah, that'll be interesting. We've got We've got a big blockchain gaming convention coming up at the beginning of December, Galacon. I forget what they just changed its name to. It's not as good as Galacon. Galacon just sounds clean. But Gala Games will be showcasing some new stuff. We will be there. checking it out. Whether that be, you know, streaming some of the presentations and discussing what's going on. Set up some community Discord action and anyone can pop in. But yeah, I'm trying to do one next week. I'm going to be asking about the Nifty Village giveaway plan, and thinking it would be cool to have on maybe the president of MarketSquare, and we can talk the future of the project, talk where it's at, answer some questions from you guys, and do the giveaways. So we got the OG statuses that'll get you early access, and we have minting passes that are going to help you with the NFT side of that game. Anyone who missed any of the other announcements, Nifty Village will officially be supporting the multiverse. Not Facebook's metaverse, but the multiverse, so that items will be able to be used cross-game. So, like, some of the items I have can be used in multiple other games. One of my pets can be used in 5 different blockchain games. And I tested it out on one of them. It was pretty cool. You know, it also, too, one of the things that I really like about that is that the value of the NFT isn't dependent only on one source. So if one of those 5 games maintains or grows in popularity, that will too. And if one of those 5 games fails and the other ones don't, boom, you still have value from it. So kind of like that. It's like hedging your bets for the, the multiverse NFTs. And I'm a big fan of that because I think my money's a little safer. My investment. Getting some free NFT drops. What drops? So yeah, well, I think that's a really smart way to do it too, because you can also cross promote almost, where it's like, I got it for this game, but what are these other games? Yeah, that would be awesome. Because I'd be interested what the deal was with all of that. You know, eventually when Cliff's not so busy, he said that he would be willing to come on the stream and do a live interview. And I know that's one of the questions that I had was, how come there aren't more of those? How were those introduced and come about? Did you do anything for those? Or just, yeah, like how does that even work for what you decide to go with, what you don't? Were there other options? Just the lowdown on that, because that was something that I really enjoyed about Engine Network. Is that was really the first time that I saw it on any blockchain. What are you over here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Galacon. Hopefully they'll finally answer some Spider Tanks questions, since I've been tuning in to quite a few of their live streams just to see what was going on, that they've been ramping up for that. And they won't talk to me. They won't answer my question. Yes, that is true. You do have to actually have the fully minted version of the NFT and then have it in your wallet. So the gas fees are obviously going to be there. But it's actually not too bad converting out of or back into it. It's just, yeah, paying the gas fees, you know, like all the wonderful Layer 2 games. But don't worry, Ethereum's working on it. Like, are you? Because there seem to be about 50 or 60 different chains that are very successful at fixing this issue, and yet here we are. I wouldn't even care if it was just a sub network that had, because I understand the layer 2 solutions have a little bit less security, but not to the point that it really is that crazy in affecting that much, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think about Ethereum and its whole? That's what I've been told, but at the same time too, Ethereum 2.0, it's like they've had it for a little bit of time now where it's been public use, but they locked all of them. So it's like we put a bunch of our Ethereum into the Ethereum staking, and while yes, we're getting staking rewards, I can't use any of it because I can't take it out. And it's like, I understand at first you were trying to hit a critical mass for the liquidity pool, so that it didn't, get bogged up and clogged and emptied, but it's still not enough. There's still not enough people. It's like, I've met a lot of people that have staked a bunch of their Ethereum, and yet we're still locked. I guess I haven't checked in I don't know, a couple weeks actually, but I figured I would hear about it from someone. More than likely, at least, you'd think. But, I guess technically still making staking rewards. It's not like Ethereum 2 is, it's like wholeheartedly paired with Ethereum's price, so if Ethereum goes down or up, you're still going down and up, but it would be nice in a pinch. I could get my Lambo. I could go get my War Riders Lambo. Trade you 1 Ethereum for a Lamborghini, please, sir. One Lamborghini, please. But I'll get one. I keep being on the lookout too for some of these packs coming out on War Riders. So I wanna try my luck. See if the RNG gods will shine upon me. I've right? That's kind of like what I'm starting to get to, where it's just like, are you guys doing something that's a little fishy? Because it's not a lot of this is making sense on paper to me, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah. It seems an awful lot like it's just like when can I have my stuff back? It's only worth thousands of dollars. Like, people don't need that at the drop of a hat sometimes. That's it. It's like, I think what's going on is that they know that I want to get a Lambo with mine. And they don't want me to have that Lambo. And so everybody else is getting locked in because they are particularly building that system to keep me from a Lambo. That seems to make the most sense. They're like, we heard TheSpizz was going after one, so lock it down. Lock Ether 2. What if a code bug makes it so stake Ether cannot get out? Like, literally, though. It's like making a transaction and running out of gas. Like, yeah. It's like, I just want... Give me my money back. I'm still keeping it in Ether, but I'll keep it in straight. I don't need the staking if that's what's coming with it. DJ, what are the thoughts on the Christmas event? Do you think it will be similar... Yeah, they're personally out to get me, Rod. Do you think it'll be similar to the Halloween event? I do. When I was doing some research before the Halloween event, I was talking with old players and stuff. They had said that the Christmas event was the one that introduced presents from monsters similar to the pumpkin collection that we experienced. And so I think it's going to be very similar to that. I'm interested to see what other things are going to happen, because that's the only one that I'm banking on currently right now, which is why I want to hit my combat level to Essentially like 50. Definitely 45 by the event, because I'm not going to be worrying about nodes. They're going to be slowing me down for finding presents. And the 5th relic spot is going to be a speed booster for me. So I have there's a really affordable rare one. What is it? Yeah. Crude Vice, 52 Shadow Stones. Somehow I own 2 of them. Don't remember buying a second one of those. But 52 Shadow Stones, and you think that every time you hit a crossroads, you can then use it. You just run on back. Because all that downtime is going to add to extra runs, which is going to add to extra presents, which is going to add to extra loot. Hopefully some blockchain loot, but that's okay if they're virtual as well. Because I did get some pretty cool virtual ones from the previous event. Also, I know I am mentally preparing for the price hike in all the Shadowstone items, but one of the nice things that does come with that area is, yes, you are going to be paying more because, we're going to have, I assume, a boom in player population, just like we saw. A bunch of people are going to be coming out from the woodwork and dusting the cobwebs off that don't play this game that much. But the nice thing about that is, even if it is a little bit more expensive, a lot of the harder to get items, the rare items, the ones that people are holding, those ones actually come onto the market, so you have the ability to get them. As when you're trying to buy some of the legendary gear with Shadowstones, it doesn't matter how much you offer because they're just not selling. DJ says, I think it would be fun if they add like a node made for the event, no tools needed. Yeah, that would be cool, actually. It's like if there were snowmen and you had to like rummage through them and maybe you could find some item inside of them. I'm really interested to see is, like, how Dothraka was running around like a creep during the Halloween event, where you would just stop paying attention and you'd realize that he was like right behind you and then would follow you around and just ominously stand right next to you, being a weirdo. He would have a dot on a map and would have to go talk to his neighbors if he was in real life. But I'm interested to see, is like Santa going to be running around? Or like a version of Santa? And even then, like, what's going on? Like, I really hoping that they bring back something that I was told about, from the old Halloween event that I've said a couple times with the gargoyle hunt, where you had to go find a gargoyle that was hiding somewhere in the town every day, and he'd move around, and you would get a voucher from him, and then by the end of the event, you could turn those vouchers in to get something. Or just says, one thing to remember is to buy a pendant 1 week or 2 before. They're going to be going... Oh, yes, that's true. That's a good point. If you're going to be getting a pendant with gold, which is a great way to, a lot of people are saying... I was talking to a couple of people one day, and people were like, I haven't gotten any money out of the game, and I haven't been finding... any blockchain items, and so I'm not going to be able to make any money off of this game. And I was like, well, it depends on how you look at it, because yes, you're going to find more virtuals. Yes, we all want blockchains over virtuals for the most part, but you would have to spend like technically like 12 bucks for a week pass, or even if you're just going to be doing day passes and stuff that you can get with gold. And so technically that translates to, earned money, even though it's in a different sense, but it's money that you don't have to spend because of what you found in the game. And so in my mind, it's not as nice as finding, a blockchain worth some real money and being able to actually take it out and use it. But if you like the game and you play the game, that's technically money you didn't have to spend, and you get the benefits from it. So I think it's a nice little like glass half full type of way to look at it. DJ says Santa sled next to the fountain would be cool. Oh, yeah. There's got to be something, right? Like, who we buy it from? Who, where, yeah. From Team Spizzo. Made enough for a 90-day. Ooh. That is nice. I did not make enough. I just actually bought one. So I was like, I really like this game. We'll have Team Spizzo sitting in the fountain area, and I'll be handing out presents. Just got to figure out that whole situation before we do because I plan on doing a big Christmas raffle, but I'm not super pleased about the situation. Obviously, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll be stockpiling up some items. We'll have, you know, more of the usual. Hopefully there'll be some new stuff. I might split it and just do a post-Christmas one, because I also think that I would be able to get way more items if that were the case. And it's a little too early for me to be purchasing them already. I don't want to get bogged down not knowing what's mine and what isn't. I start to lose track inside my stash other than my like key items. So it's like, is that one mine? Do I own one of those? Like, we'll see. But yeah, I think it might be smarter to wait, or at least do it like half and half, and do half the budget before and during the event, and then do the other half of the budget after the event, because the benefits would be 10 times more. And you know, might be able, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, right? Like, that would seem to make more sense. We could get more bang for our buck. DJ, yeah, I get what you're saying. In my opinion, like how I got the pendant just by using gold instead of real world money, I consider it as money saved earned. Yeah. So that's kind of the mentality. It's like, yeah, obviously, if you get blockchains, that's great. Oh my gosh, it's so close. Hurry up. Hurry up, skills. I need to get me a couple legendary runs in before I gots to go. But we got to stick to the plan. We got to stick to the goal. We got to get that second skill up, that final little level there, and then we are allowed to do the skills. This 10% boost is kind of nice at the beginning. I kind of like it. I feel like I didn't notice it there, actually. Because I should have started getting that on level 36. I feel like this is the first time I actually noticed it popping up. Are there any champion rewards that you guys are desperately wanting to unlock, get, or have a goal for the near future to try to grab? And would you think that you would have rather leveled up your combat level to get perhaps more relic spots, energy regen before the event? Like, are you planning on using nodes during the event? Do you think that time, does that time not matter to you, the amount of time with that you would save over the course of, because, you know, when we're doing 50, 60 runs a day just trying to get all of these pumpkins before, that definitely would add up and translate to missed runs and missed pumpkins. DJ's up looking for level 40. I'm just at 25 after 14 days of playing. Well done, my man. I am not nearly as speedy as you have been with that, but that's what we like to see. It's nice to see, too, the player communities seem to be slowly trickling back up. You know, right after the event, I figure I went on one day and I think there was only like 175 people on. If it's going to be the same with Halloween, I'd probably skip nodes. Yeah. I just think it translates into way more opportunity to gain, particularly with the time-sensitive events. It's like those items in the long run are going to be worth so much more. No node left behind. Tried and true. Yeah, if I'm doing the skill grinding, I won't do it. But if it's for some presents, we'll see, though. I was talking with, I was talking with Daz, actually, and what do you guys think of this? We were talking about how once you hit like a certain point in the game currently, there's no reason to ever go back and do any of the older like dungeons. You know, let's say you're level 40 plus of skills. You've got all these great items. Why would you ever go back? What if there were... So at the higher levels, you could get any of the Transcendents, any of the Mythics, like you can. But you could go to certain maps, like on Isle, there would be the tiniest extra chance of getting a specific one, like, paired with this. So it would be like the Dark Scourge could potentially drop more on Isle, like the tiniest little boost. And it would promote people, maybe if you're looking for a specific item, you know that there's a specific dungeon that one's paired to, and so it would reinvigorate more people to go back and do some of the older ones or do some of the lower tier dungeons. And it works inversely, because if someone who isn't of a very high level gets one of those, it will motivate them to keep playing to get to the high levels. So it's kind of like a win-win for old and new players. And I thought that was a pretty cool idea to promote, because that's what the skills was about. You know, regardless of that being a plan that was going to happen anyway, with the forced system that it kind of got dropped into, it's because I assured that people weren't using these lower dungeons. You know, if you really liked the game, most people would pump a little bit in there. And then before the node system, you could do nodes no matter what level you were, if you just had the gear to do them. Archer, I'm planning to reach level 20 mining fishing and doing 4-sword dungeons with nodes. I am not ready for harder dungeons either way. It's a smart way to go, though. Don't overexert yourself and risk dying. Particularly, there's that sweet spot of stuff that you want, a dungeon you enjoy, and how quickly you can actually finish them. What have we got? Rod's still going for nodes. I like the feeling to overtake those speedrunners on the skill grind. Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to be overtaking me. You already have. Lightstone, isn't that kind of ashy? He changed the drops from nodes. You want coal? Go run Forgotten Chambers. That's true. That is true. But when the... Because you know how the meta of what's valuable and what isn't seems to fluctuate depending on what's going on, because nothing changed with coal. Like, just people wanting to level it up. Like, before that, coal was super cheap, and there was just the exact same incentive as before. It was just, for some reason, it's the new hotness right now. If you want to level up cooking, engineering, you need a ton of low-level ironfish. Yep, that's true. Or spend a ton of gold. So there are systems in place for it, too. But I'm saying, like, yeah, if you've leveled up all those things already, there's no incentive for you to go back other than making gold. I think adding something like a hard mode or challenge mode for the lower dungeons. Yes. I'm very down with that one. I really would like a... Like, yeah, they used to be regular dungeons and instances in World of Warcraft, and then you had heroic versions of them. So I would totally be on board for some type of a system like that that gave you some increased drop rate or even a different tier that could drop. Not like tiers in like a Transcendence, but there would be, you know, you could get mythics and everything from those lower level dungeons. Ashy is why. Every map should have its unique rewards, making it worth the run for older players. Yeah, or map-specific bounties like that. If you've ever played Guild Wars 2, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. Yeah, so just something like that. Like, it's not needed, per se, right now, but it would be some way to incentivize some of the OG players to be doing the lower tier dungeons, other than just materials. Because it's like once you have leveled up, yeah, cooking, engineering, and blacksmithing, what's left? Night, buddy. Thanks so much for tuning in. I just can't wait. I'm hoping, wishing, and praying because Cliff has been so busy. It gets my mind speculating on what he's been so busy with that he hasn't had time for the raffle distribution yet. And does that mean that we have a really big update coming? Because that would be pretty cool. Or maybe he's just pounding the pavement prepping for Christmas. But I'm really interested just to see how Talmuth changes, what it ends up looking like. I really enjoyed the aesthetic change that came with the Halloween event. And it's nice to see, you know, when you log in and there's like 700, 800 players. I don't think I saw us crack 1,000. But I did hear the Easter before that event had literally thousands of people online at one time. Or maybe there's a big rollout where he's gonna open some of the floodgates for the larger player pools that are waiting to be activated. Not just the raffle winners, but so yeah. What do you think would be the state of? He'd have to introduce, right, more items to the pool if the floodgates opened. Because there'd be no way to, you know, if you had 200,000 people that were playing, not necessarily active playing the entire time, but into the player pool, and you have 20 Transcendence or total for some items, or most of them, if not less. Yeah. You'd have to have a little bit more of them, though. I want that red menace. That thing's probably going to be so cool looking. Every time I see one of the Transcendents, it's like, ooh, like, what is that? It's like the bowstrings that glow. So cool. So ready for that one, too. I'll get one day. They're just so expensive to actually buy. Maybe I'll find one. Maybe I'll find a red menace. God, that'd be nice. Be like, well, yeah. I'll do a clean trade. Red menace for a Lambo. Not the pet. Did anyone actually see when the Lambo came back to the store? Were there actually ones for purchase? Because I feel like I heard about that the very first day that it swapped out. And it was sold out. And suspiciously fast if it did have actual ones. But it must have been a tiny little introduction to the pool. Oh my God, did I hit it yet? Oh, come on, fishing. Come on, fishing. Just got to catch, like, one more fish. I need it. But, oh. It's almost time to go to dinner. But I will definitely be doing a afternoon stream tomorrow because we are going to have to cut this one shorter. Because, you know, real life. Can't keep the wife waiting on the anniversary. Yeah, gonna go do a little sushi life. But this nice sushi restaurant that we both really enjoy. That's not of the regular attendance possibility over there. It's a little pricey, but it is well worth it. Though I'm always the one I always want is, and it's always expensive, but it's so good. I'm always down for some barbecue. Just give me some delicious barbecue action in my life. It's where I'm always, every year for the birthday, like, yes, I want a nice bottle of tequila, and I want a full rack of ribs. I need it. Silk. Oh, come on. There's gotta be another node in here. Yes, DJ. That is exactly right. Smart man. That was always my dad. It's like, just get used to, yeah. You just say, you know what? You're right. It's like, it's never worth it. Whatever it is. Like, yeah. I didn't think of it that way. And he's survived so far, you know? Yeah, it'll be a good time. I'll get they've got this super delicious Mai Tai recipe over there that I'm always trying to get him to tell me what it is, but the owner apparently has been perfecting it over the course of like 20 years. And up in Hawaii, that's where all those ingredients are super fresh, and it was not as good as the one that we can get here. One that they make. Or Thor, I've got a full rack of ribs in the oven right now. Well, maybe we're just going to go to your house instead. It's like, I'm down. Yeah, it's some good old barbecue. We've got some pretty good ones that have, we had a couple of them actually were featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. One of them's just called Meat. Oh! Yeah, I know that feeling, because... Oh, come on. One more node. One more node. Give it to me. Because I don't have time for another run. Yeah, anyone up to anything fun this weekend? Doing anything? Just grinding away? Doing anything outside of the game? Yeah, literally. Orthor, you better put, like, a whole nother rack in there. So I think the Lost Relics crew is just going to roll through. We'll just show up on your doorstep. Oh, yes, there is another one. Do you guys count how many nodes that you're doing when you're doing them inside the game? So I know there's usually a set number. But do you guys actually keep track of how many nodes there are? Oh, you still didn't give me it? You dog. 124. Oh, nice. Widget, what up? How you doing? I'll be replying to, I think you hit me up on Discord. I have not had time to actually get to replying to everything. Oh, perfect. All right. We're on our way, brother. It's like on the way to the restaurant, just being like, this isn't the way to the restaurant. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about where we're going, okay? It's going to be fine. Going to visit my boy, and he's got barbecue. Like, Matt. Well, there we go. Send him to the moon over there, you know? Do you remember when you were getting... Well, I don't know if you guys did this when you were kids, but when you'd be out at, like, recess and stuff, and you would be, you know, swinging, and you would try to get it to where you could flip it. Like, which is just ludicrous, like, when you're an adult looking at it. But you'd get to this point, and you'd start to get certain length of height and be like, I don't know anymore. This might have been a bad idea. Like, we can't keep going. Oh, nothing. And I didn't get it. And I didn't get the level. Fishing, you dog. You dog. Yeah, what am I? What I got? Yeah. What a turd. I hate when it gets down to that. Where it's like, I don't really want to do another run. What time is it? I could get one more. I could get one more in. He's going to do one. But, yeah. I want to know where this room is. This is where I want to be at. That loading screen. Oh, yeah. I mean, you'd, like, launch yourself off. But always the goal was to do the full rotation that I don't think is actually possible. It's just over here, yeah. Rocking and rolling. Swinging it up. We had this one structure. It ended up getting torn down because so many kids got hurt on it. But it was just a 2-foot story tire wall. And then it was just a gravel pit right underneath of it. And so you would literally climb all the way up, and then kids would fall off because, you know, kids. And, yeah, after a few broken arms and stuff like that, they decided to remove it. But we were laughing. It's like when you go and look back at the images of, like, the 1950s playgrounds, and it just looks like death traps, every single one of them. It's like, how would they allow that? And it's like, well, I guess every generation you can look back and just be like, you guys were out of your mind. Guys have noticed there's more watching than likes. Oh, well, thank you, sir. I always appreciate you guys looking out for that. DJ, I told myself one more run 8 runs ago, right? Isn't that the truth, though, in this game? They'll just be like, come on, come on, come on. I just wanted to hit that fishing level before we go. Thank God I'm already dressed. Just gotta remove the hat and make sure I don't have crazy hat hair. Still not gonna give it to me yet. What is it at? How many could? 10? 10? What a turd. Yeah, the skills RNG gods are not. The odds are not in my favor. 9 times out of 10, it seems like. It's like, oh, come on. And I'll see people, you know, going and get these. They're like, I got 4,000 node experience in that run. She's like, what? I, like, regularly don't crack 1,000. But maybe one. All right, here it is. Here it is. Yes. There it is. God, I need to get more playtime in. All these scouting these new games and finding ones that I've liked. Been like, well, I need to learn about it, so I gotta put some time into it. Yeah, I think tomorrow we'll do some Lost Relics run-in. We might do a variety day tomorrow where, I don't know, every 45 minutes or something like that, we switch it up and do a different game and just run the racket of blockchain game domination. But obviously, Lost Relics. I'm excited for having the set Lost Relics day. Well, yeah, I'm still deciding whether that's going to be Thursday or we will do dual streams on Friday. Where I'll just have to, you know, we'll do 6 hours of streaming on Fridays. Do it up real big. Rock some, yeah, I've been wanting to do a variety day, particularly, too, if I get the list out early enough. Pretty much all of them are free to play, and so anyone can hop in that has it and play with us. So we've done community event ones in the past when we had the president on from the president of ARC on and MarketSquare, and he was a sleeper cell, man. He was so good at Blancos. We were expecting to just stomp the floor with him, and it was just like, nope. He came to bring the pain. It's like, wait, how did you get so good at this game? You don't have time for this. Oh, why, thank you, Rod. We got it, and that means I can get up to level 38. Combat level, let's go. It goes a lot quicker, too, because you could get, you know, 10,000 EXP per run. Yeah, Widget, I can send you the list, too. You can hop on. We can do some gaming together. DJ was getting 2 to 3 skills EXP earlier, then suddenly it went poof. The RNG gods are like, nope, you're getting 200 now. Yeah, right? Well, hopefully it'll switch back to your favorite, because I'm on here now. And, you know, the RNG gods like to be like, screw this guy. TheSpizz? Yeah, right. Like, you're going to get that. We're going to make you do 6 runs to get 500 EXP for your fishing. Okay. It will probably be, I don't know, like, maybe around noon. I'll do a couple hours. Noon Eastern Standard Time. I don't remember how that exactly translates. I was playing with a bunch of people from Australia with spider tanks back when we could, before they took it from me. But hopefully that one comes back too. That one I really want to stream again. That game's such a jam. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how the play to earn mechanics are going to actually pan out with that one and how they're going to set up the systems for it. I would imagine that they're going to do tournaments and, you know, like weekend tournaments, I guess you'd have to, or, you know, like battle pass things that you would be able to unlock, similar to how Blancos does theirs. Because I don't think that you'd be able to do any play-to-earn traditional mechanics like you can on this one, just playing spider tanks. I live in Michigan, in the United States. Our state looks like a glove, and we could point on our head where we live. Oh, yeah. I forgot that you guys are from the future. What's it like in the future, Widget? Are there flying cars yet? Yeah, Widget, that means you can go knock on Cliff's door. And be like, what's up? What's up with my activation? Yeah, actually, I was talking with someone who lives currently in Turkey, and they were like, "Where do you live?" Oh, no way. I went to, that's where the military school that I went to was. It was in Howe, Indiana. A little town with 500 people in it. And then when school was open, the population tripled. Probably more doubled. A lot of Amish. You have the Amish rolling around. Rolling deep in their horse and buggies. Like, oh snap, it's Jebediah, run! Yeah, Michigan is definitely cold. Though, you know, like we always said, the people from states that are cold always like to say, you know, it just makes you more resilient, makes you stronger, gain the strength from the cold. Nothing like, yeah, we've got my senior dog, Riley. He's like such a wimp for the cold. Anytime that we go on a walk and it's like snowing out, about halfway through the walk, he starts doing his like lifting up his paws because he's too cold to put them down there, and then you have to carry him back. But he is old, so you know, old Ryman's about 15 now, I think. Old man Riley. Though the golden retriever obviously loves the snow. She likes to do her zoomies, running back and forth, and then dives into the snow and looks like the abominable snow dog. But at least they're having fun, because I don't do that. I used to, you know, snowboard and stuff, but it's been a lifetime now since of doing that. But it was definitely easier because I used to skateboard as well. So it was a pretty easy transition from skateboarding and snowboarding. Not the exact same, but very familiar. It's like rain, hail, and snow, and sun, all before lunch. Just another day. Yeah, actually, I have family that live out west, and in like the Colorado and Utah areas, you'll have it be snowing, and then you could be in shorts. Like you could be snowboarding on the mountains, and it'd be blizzarding, and then later in the day, you could be sitting out on a patio in shorts. And there's totally fine. Though people from places that are cold, other people think we're insane. Like I'll go down to like Florida or something, and people are like, "Aren't you gonna bring a coat? Like it's 60." It's like, yeah, it's 60. It's great. It's beautiful. No, we don't need a coat. Snow cannot defeat me. But yeah, where you're from and the climate you're used to, it's pretty funny that how drastically it changes tolerance. Oh God, we're getting down to the wire here. All right, come on, speed running. Speed running. Let's go, let's go. I need a short bow right now. Speed bow. Oh, we still got 3 chests. Give me some shadow stones. Make it worth it. Come on. Yeah, I actually haven't checked today. Is Overseer still very quiet? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Florida's very warm. My parents also have a place out west in the desert, and does it get hot out there. It's pretty cool, though. We went to this place out there called White Sands National Park, and it's essentially just a desert, but it's also where they do missile testings from a nearby military base, and all the time because the base and that there's a highway that split them, and you'll be occasionally just driving on the highway and everyone will come to a dead stop because they're running missile tests and they're shooting missiles over the highway to go blow up some fake targets and see what happens. And it's just like, oh, like, what's going on? Like, oh, it was just a missile, just a rocket that flew by. It's okay. It's no big deal. It happens all the time. So I'm going to have to call it today. My apologies for that being short, but it is the anniversary day. So I will be doing a longer one tomorrow. We'll do some more Lost Relics grinding. We'll maybe hop around, do some other games, whatever anybody's feeling, we're going to be down with. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. As always, I will, again, definitely, hopefully see you tomorrow. If you can make it, we'd love to have you there. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe on our YouTube page. Head on over to MarketSquare.io. You can check out all the cool DeFi news, NFT news, gaming stuff. I've got a recent article that came out on Thursday over there. That's where we're also going to have our Lost Relics article coming out next week. What else? You can get on over to Discord from the website. There's a link that'll easily get you access to it at the MarketSquare Discord. Every Friday we do raffles. We just did one on Friday. Also, make sure to not sleep on any of the Nifty Village Discord news. And you can also then, I'll keep everybody posted about when we're going to be doing and what we're going to be doing for the OG status and the minting pass, the NFT minting pass giveaway. For that is MarketSquare's game that's coming out. Hopefully, we will see you guys all there, and hopefully, you guys will have a great evening tonight. As always, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in, and happy hunting out there. We'll see you guys later.